Darryl say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right. All right, thank you. This transmission has been titled 2020, The Eye of the Storm. We would at this time like to get a little bit serious with you. Not the star system so much, but have what would amount perhaps to be a heart-to-heart. For what's coming up is very important in terms of your timing. We have said that your year of 2020 is a pivotal point in what you call your history. You are shifting through a very particular moment, crossing a very particular threshold. And so, at this timing, it is important for certain states of being to be paramount within you, to help you through this time, to help you cross that threshold in a positive and constructive manner. For what comes after will be predicated very strongly on what you do and who you are in 2020. We will reinforce the ideas we are about to share with you at the end of this transmission in your holotope meditation in a very particular way. But for now, we would like each and every one of you to know how important it is for you to truly be yourselves in the coming year. How important it will be for you to make decisions that are in alignment with your best discernment. How important it will be and how important it is for you to remain at the center of the storm. Because if I may use some of your colloquial language, 2020 is going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. And it is of paramount importance that you remain, if you wish to be on a certain train, in the eye of the storm where it's calm, where peace and solitude reigns, where even though you may see the storm raging all around you, swirling around you, thundering and lightning all around you, it is more important than ever before, and more important than it will be for quite a long time during this crossing, during this threshold, during this pivotal year, to be at peace within yourself, to be calm within yourself, to be centered within the eye of the storm. So we would highly encourage each and every one of you to really take stock of who you really are and what kind of decisions you really choose to make and how they are or are not in alignment with what you truly wish your world to be. We will give you a suggestion that may assist. For most of you are at least to some degree familiar with what we have told you about how our world functions, who we are, in simple terms, what we stand for, and what reality we are encouraging you to align with so that you can experience eventually more contact with us and us with you. It is crucial, critical in this coming year to set the stage, to set the foundation for the years to come after with the state of being that represents that which is most harmonious with the vibration we have shared with you that is representative of our reality, if you wish to have a reality to shift to a version of Earth where we can interact openly and freely with each other in beauty, in harmony, in creativity, in love. And to have the ability to look deep within yourselves and not allow the idea of fear-based opinion to supersede your deep-seated knowledge of who you actually prefer to be and what kind of a world you prefer to live in. So we encourage you, at any time in this coming year, when you allow yourself to stay at peace and be calm in the eye of the storm, to think of what it would be like if you were one of us. What kind of decisions would you make if you were coming from our world but living on earth? How would we respond to the things that happen and come up, the circumstances and situations and opportunities that will arise in your year of 2020? And to come from that center of balance and peace and calm and solitude and assurance and confidence and knowingness. And come from there in your actions, in your relations, in your understanding of others that you may encounter on your journey. And to not settle for those things that you think, in your opinion, are the things that would serve when you know in your heart they may not. Create the vision of the world that you would really prefer to live in, a world that contains the ability to interact with us and other beings like us, that contains the ability to expand your senses instead of contracting them, so that you may receive as a more receptive antenna, higher frequency information. By remaining in the center, in the eye of the storm, you will be far more capable of being receptive to the images and the information and the messages that we are always constantly sending you. Remember this, remember this, remember this, and take it to heart. We never leave you. It is you that leave us. So choose the vibration, the frequency, the energy, if you wish, to have that kind of a world that represents what you believe we would do if we were you, if you were us, in all the situations that may arise in the upcoming storm. Stay in the center, and no matter how it may seem to swirl around you, no matter how scary it may seem, be discerning of the vibration of those with whom you associate, of those that you would align with, that in no way, shape, or form represent the world that in your heart of hearts you truly prefer to experience. Now, of course, it is always up to you to make the choices that you believe are true for you, and we would never tell you to do otherwise. All we do is encourage you to understand that if you wish to align with a version of Earth that we are aligned with in your future, and have the interactions and the freedom to play among the stars with us, that you choose to remain in the eye of the storm, no matter what rages around you, and that you look deep within your heart of hearts and make choices that are really true to your core and not simply obedient to the fear-based beliefs or opinions that sometimes allow you to think is the path when you know deep within it is not. Be strong, be courageous, and be at peace in the upcoming time and the crossing of the threshold, for everything thereafter will take its cue from the seed you plant that year. We are always magnifying and amplifying the energies through the different vortices of your planet to help balance your world and give you a greater opportunity to slide smoothly across that threshold. We have been talking about times of transition now for quite some time on your planet. And as we already have experienced with you, things are changing rapidly on your world. And as we have said, they will only get crazier in the year to come. So do not make the measure of who you are as a being by what you see swirling around you. Make that measure by who you know you prefer to be, and stay in the center of the eye, where the calmness and the peace in your heart and your mind, your soul, your spirit, will allow you to have the resolve to stand firm in what you know to be true, really true, deep within your soul, deep within your hearts, so that you can let go of those things that are truly not vibrationally compatible with the world you prefer to create. There will always be another path. Just because sometimes your choices may seem limited doesn't mean they actually are. There is always a third alternative. Always. So let yourself be at peace enough to find it, to see it, to walk it, together in harmony and unison and love. We will crystallize this idea again in the meditation at the end of this transmission, but for now, we wanted to have this heart-to-heart with you. And if you simply want to allow yourself to simplify everything we have just said so that you can make your choices, your decisions, and discernment more easily, then once again, I simply remind you. And it can be any name in this position that is representative of the same kind of energy, of the energy of your higher mind. It doesn't have to be specifically us. But if you're confused at any point, if you feel yourself being tugged away from that center at any point, just ask, what would the Essassani people do? And do that. And you will be fine and back in the center. For you know us well enough to know what we would choose. Up to you. We thank you for allowing us to have this heart-to-heart with you. And in return for that gift, we ask, how may we continue to be of service to you now in your dialogues and questions? Please begin as you so desire. Oh, and by the way, you can shake off the seriousness now and lighten up.
Ooh, that was scary.
Though we rarely would say to go in that direction, in this case it might actually be appropriate to be just a tiny bit scared and use the fear in a positive way to align you with what you know is true for you.
Ili Alvo. Ili Ova. Bashar?
Yes, Ili Ova.
I'm a quick learner. I came all the way from Tokyo.
Oh, all right. I came all the way from Essassani.
What a synchronicity.
Yes.
In the eye of the storm,
Yes.
it's really important to take action.
Yes.
Because the action is the language of a physical
Yes,
reality.
it is. But stay within that center when
Yeah,
you take
right.
the action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the center. So I'd like to ask you again, what's your definition, what's the exact definition of action from your point of view?
Action, physical action.
Yeah.
Physical activity.
Mm-hmm.
Literal physical activity.
You said that like doing the meditation is not free action.
It sets up the state.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it to you by a very simple example.
Mm-hmm.
You walked up to the microphone.
Yeah.
That's an action. Instead of staying in your seat and thinking about walking up to the microphone, about meditating about walking up to the microphone, you walked up to the microphone. That's an action, a physical action. It's not that complicated.
Okay. Uh-huh. So if I organize a group meditation and maybe I will ask the people around me to participate and actually do the meditation, maybe it's going to be more action.
Again, you can begin with that kind of an action, but you must proceed from there once you get yourself into the appropriate state. The meditation is not the end.
Okay.
It's the beginning of an action. And if you get into the proper state, it will actually propel you to then move forward and take actions that are expressions, creative expressions of the energy state that the meditation got you into. So it's an expression, a physical expression of some form of interaction and creativity. Yes?
Okay, yes. So if I'm in that state, the action naturally unfolds, maybe to take the form of an outward expression of some
You will
sort.
feel the urge to take an action, to interact when you are in the proper state. You will want to move. You will want to interact with others. You will want to share something in a physical, creative way.
Okay, I got it.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
And it seems that I have to ask about the Serpent Mound.
Yes, Serpent Mound in Ohio.
Yeah, right. Last night you said to the
I said there are codes, if you can decode them, in the Serpent Mound that will point you in the direction of where one of the master crystal skulls is buried.
yeah, right. So the
Yes, I know. Thank you for confirming that.
You're right. Yeah, I know you know. The skull is that skull is a Sequoia skull. Sequoia skull.
Yes, Sequoia.
Okay. So I thought I didn't think that Ohio could be considered to be a northeastern region of
It's northeast from where you are now.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. I know that too.
And I was kind of trying to decode that code in Serpent Mound.
Yes, well, go ahead. Play with it. See what you get.
Yeah, my
Do
guess.
your research.
Yeah, my guess is that the skull may be in the direction of a true north from the
I am not going to give you any more assistance. Go and do your research. Go and play with it.
I did go to Serpent Mound this August.
Then have fun.
Yeah, I did.
All right. See what you get.
You're right. There are many astronomical alignments at Serpent Mound.
Yes.
Like its face, its head is facing the sunset time of summer solstice.
Yes.
Maybe that may be the one clue. And
Maybe.
also, I was very attracted to the fact that one of the stars. I have to ask.
Oh, if you have to ask.
The Draco constellation, about Draco constellation.
Draco, yes.
Yeah, right. Serpent Mound is Serpent Mound imitates
Yes.
the Draco constellation.
There's a connection.
Okay, and one of the stars in Draco constellation used to be North Pole star. Maybe when the Serpent Mound was created. Is that right?
I'm not giving you any more clues.
I'm not asking for clues.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Well,
So, bye-bye.
about this information. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Oh, just that's it?
That's it on the Serpent Mound. Have you got something else?
Yes, of course, yes.
All right, then change the subject.
Okay. Then I'm gonna ask about the dragon again.
Yes.
I want to ask about the archetypal story structures and story of a dragon being slain or killed by a hero. There are many this kind of a story all over the world from the ancient times.
Yes.
And so this must symbolize or represent something, maybe some incident that actually took place in ancient times, I guess.
In a sense, it does. It is symbolic of certain things that have happened on your planet historically, yes. But the idea now is to resurrect the dragon, which represents ancient knowledge and wisdom.
Yeah, okay, okay. And I like to pick up one specific story from Greek mythology
Yes,
about Hercules.
yes.
Uh, and I think you once told me that what Hercules represents is an actual individual who,
Yes, the idea again of the offspring of the Anunnaki and humans, what you call the demigods.
yes, right. That Anunnaki is not the original Anunnaki, but offshoot group of Anunnaki.
Hercules, the demigods, are offspring of Anunnaki and human.
Okay. Okay.
You following that?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I do follow that.
All right.
Okay. About the story of Hercules. One
Yes.
story is that Hercules was told to steal some of the golden apples in the gardens of
Yes, yes, yes.
what in the gardens, and there was a dragon who was
Yes.
guarding that
Yes,
golden
yes.
apple tree, and the Hercules killed the
Yes,
dragon,
yes.
and that dragon named Ladon was the image of that dragon was brought up into the sky.
All right. There are always going to be positive and negative images of every symbol. So, in the idea of resurrecting the ancient wisdom and knowledge, that's the positive side. The slaying of the dragon is simply going within to allow yourself to overcome and supersede the limitations imposed within your genetic structure so that you may be able to access that ancient wisdom and knowledge again.
Okay, so that golden apples symbolizes that knowledge and
Yes,
wisdom.
because it ties directly into your ancient story of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
Yeah, like in the Garden of Eden.
Yes. So it ties directly symbolically into that idea that you were prevented as a species from having a certain amount of knowledge that would make you equal to the gods, the Anunnaki. But now it is time for those markers that were turned off to be turned on again. The dragon being representative to some degree of a higher level version of your DNA. The dragon represents the third strand.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good to hear. And at the end of this story, the image of Dragon Ladon was brought up into the sky and said to have become the Draco constellation.
Yes. Therefore, there are things that are connected to that constellation astronomically that can assist you in discovering certain truths, certain ancient knowledge at this time of opening on your planet.
Okay.
So thank you.
Hercules.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, so that's the end of my